akuafo ya wonmo ewo Western North Mantam wo na ekasai wonmo echese wo mo sasifam pa ewo nansantam amane aba betodwa ese kokobuo ye hwansu se hwi na sade ye hwanso no so ama aka wonmo pa kane no na buo no egina Ghana cedis no empemiensa hansia ena sese no akwakodru empemienu ahanum ene aduowotwe enso koko bag ba ko sa na sese no ye ba betonwo edam so makuafo yi wonmo bonchene se wo mo ba ye chechenchire pa nyame ya doma bosumi de toso edu enkron wonmo ebete wo ho de agu monten so pa sansa de akwaso no wo mo kase wo mani je ho pa na wo mo eboa ebinum ane Lawson kasebo achiche enkomo am wo mo chese wo hye aniema wo mo di wura wo mo kokko dwumadie mu a na chese nya asam ketua sika wo mo di wuram eho akade eho apaafo enhye ya wo mo di gu akwa mu ni ade no na se ye ba beto ebo no wo sade yesi wo fom no a na ne no mo kwaya na se wo mo banti wo mo chese enya de a wo mo beti ase na ya wo chena enso ka ho ebie na wo mo se aban ene wo mo eni ni ye kwaku akuafo ni binom wo mo ene yesem chofo akasa yenkohwe
nya enye ama akuafo kura usia begina yitirim enti sisi ase se galamsefo ba so mo hia masase bekoko asase amede be mo what aban bi odo ni ye ho pa mo 60 million to 70 million ye hu bi ye hu se ho dia ko 32 million anje bi ya ho ko 36 wodi 4 million kan no be 36 million ade anche bosumi di ba akuri ye kire koko ye nyis ka be pesa mere ni koko mati nyina sisidam kakra de ko hyere so a ye manyina ba fio na na nyis ka
kwa mi kuba penso aye wo menti bida CAT koko so 1000 cedis ye ni kan bia e se bi me go university nursing training me da twomka
in fact me tell say me hu dwiri they say me nyaku adwuma me invest 40 years now you see that say when I ya tukumu na ya tisu me tell say me hu dwiri papa ama sisi ya no kokokura me ba bia madura me bi kokokura ma ale me yura ho ma ba mu nyakura ba no
Wei aye kokko akuafo binom na ye kokotie wonum yi wo mu nyina e wo Western North Mantam no emu na ekuo bi ya ye fra wonum Forum for Accountability and Development ya wonum e wo sashi honum wonum so edi sembi atu edwa na womo sam womo ka nyina no ne nyina no efa ya kye na akuafo no se wono ebeye no ho na wono se saban asesa gina ye ya wasie no dia ene na chese ekwane a wo befa so no sa kwan no a ene wo mo befa so na wo maka sisu dua se ya kye na wo mo ye no so de ya asomdue ye kire enya de a wo mo kwakwa basabasa bia Executive Director Emma Ekuoyi eye Ado Harry wode ensemi etonsem shofo anim
eye ya wada ye da ya nimu which is 19 yene the various chief farmers no ene koko akuafo no epese ye demonstration ye be demonstration na nyame adoma ye yawada ye be shase no pa 8 am ewo ye adwunase maybe e from no boy filling station na ya bo modern so akọ tanoso community no so ene akuafo ni nyina no abobombe ye a ba koko board officer wo adwunase now officially no yeah the petition so abakoma won which is 19th of a year this month and about 8 o'clock I was saying adwunase
Ado Harry ena yekokohwe ni sesie no wano na ye Executive Director Emma Forum for Accountability and Development of Seshi in Solidarity
Edom kuma wo mra shebedwam fon so akasa Wamose Finance Minister, and Offensive Food and Agriculture Minister, Chief Executive Officer of Cocoa Board, CEO. Wamama Diaso Munina Yancho Mrasebejamu, number Muano. Say and one say na mea mo cocoa bois. Equiafona said you money more Harry, not Maquati cocoa bosses as I say, or more dear. Omo former non copim dance panya and a mojabo matter fre. One kasa koko ya mo toma galamse fo da da mo chagu na ko ba ni say ase koko galamse fo na sera mo ha se bahu mo se mo tom koko no ma fan tu galamse ase nyame na ele mo se mo ni awuo aban na atete so no mu nya kapra bampo ya nso sisi galamse ye ni edie anya den kura gold board beto gold na mayen we nyina ya hia omudi hu di huru kokofo ana dom kuma se mahu on se MP NDC for magimani so ma presa agimani so ana koko ya be pagya mako 6000 ana 5000 na nu 6000 na nu aya de asasa akra sate so nka mo maintain dada na o masan ate so we ayara ho sempa na tolom rashe bedwani aye onuko ya deputy minority chief whip Ora Habib Idusu papa yi ana dia to edwase no krani emra kokko akuafo ni bitisi ate kokko bo no so pe ana bi twa hweye no mu wuye ebi kura wu afa ho wu it is asem de hu hia pa ye ntwa mo mra mra se bedwam ye nti Habib Idusu.
The minister responsible for finance had announced about policy. Being the people representative, we should be brief that the haircut that is given to the cocoa farmers, the price reduction from 3,625 to some 2,800, about 1,000 Ghana cedi being cut off. So we should be brief. So committee on the whole, so we have these three key people: our Greek minister, the minister responsible for the cocoa board, the CEO for cocoa board, so that we be properly brief on this, because we are hearing a lot of demonstration that is coming up from the cocoa farmers. They are unhappy about it. People representatives haven't been briefed. We don't know what actually is going on, so that if the minister can be summoned to brief us on the committee on the whole, because majority leader, the situation is very bad. Yesterday, a lot of people are even going to lose their life as a result of what the government did. People have lost confidence in even farming in cocoa, and people are very sick about this whole issue. It is very, very sad. And as somebody who cares, we should be able to do something with regards to this. Chairman, it is very important, because yesterday, when you hear after the minister's announcement, the reaction is very bad. And we, as representatives of the over 30 million Ghanaians, need to be properly briefed. Yesterday, we heard that some people have lost their life as a result of what this government did. So there must be a deliberate thing to be able to deliver. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
It is a say, hey, be watching. Emra Habib kwaka say enlo da ochesamode asemi betu dwa say kokko bo na yate so pepepe adehye ni bi kura to nanan mo nse do ehwa na dom kase say hey muso mo ho sere papa we di ase ana se bi na mbeto a kire ya kase ase yate kokko bo so ama obi afa ho ato nanan mo nse do abusa we nyina emra shebe jom de course o ana me so maka bi a kire o na ena efiada. Aha, yento asabuso. Yeda
so ejina Ghana emrashabe dwam na ebisiafo edom dodo ya wonmo ewo Ghana emrashabe dwam panyina oda wonma no emrashabe dwani emamafo wonmo ewo Boko Central abaton peswa so honorable Mahama Yarega ebra wodi nyia no emadom kuma no na wonmo HS finance minister eni swafo ohwe yekua adwuma ne yenua ne nsam so kokobɔ CEO mu nyina amra parliament no efa koko ebo ente so no ehono ana Mahama Yarega se ade amo Ghana we mra ne ade akuafo no kura wo magye ebu fufuro yi abai wo magye no wo akomapam esanse wo mate ase se ente so na aba no nyina no agina wokwa world marketer edwaman so a ebo no so hwan enti wo mo ka ebe cheche mu no Ghana kuafo no kura no wo mo agye atom ewo akomapam na so nyina bo no wo de ato dwa se wo beka che asoafo na wo mo se wo mo mra no obebo wo no mamane na wo mo nyina aba na wo mo de cheche mu a edom kuma no wo mo se wo mo pe no wo mo de ama wo mo.
Cocoa farmers have been spoken to directly by the minister, and the cocoa farmers understand the situation. And it is unpleasant, but cocoa farmers understand the situation. I listened to radio this morning, and the various leaders of the cocoa farmer associations, several of them spoke on radio and indicated that in view of the declining world market price of the commodity, they themselves as farmers know that it will be difficult to get exactly the amount that they were initially promised. And so I believe that the farmers understand. And they are also very excited about the long-term measures that government is putting in place to address systemically the challenges in the cocoa sector. I recall that in this house, time and again, we have raised the issue of cocoa roads and how that has encumbered and burdened the cocoa farmer. And as we heard the Minister of Finance yesterday, all the debt is taken away and then transferred to the Minister for Roads, and therefore Finance Minister will pay that. And then Cocoa Board will remain, will restructure Cocoa Board and make sure that it is a more efficient and effective organization. And then we will also introduce, financing mechanisms that will allow people to buy into the cocoa sector and then.
Honorable Mahama Yariga, one na da edom dodo no e wo Ghana Mashebe Dwem o ye Mashebe Dwani e mamamfo a one more e wo Boko Central abaton peso so
I don't know say
I
don't know say
enye bibia de ekoso wo ha no enye story no David de
ekoso ha na okay yeah ka me matiefo ahu de ekoso ne de atu me ba che yento asem no soma na arehosema yensa kan se kokro bita beach wo yesi akwakonya maame bi asabi wato nana no wonse de susu se wonya mfihya be yaduasa e wo Gasouth municipality enkramantamu na ye kire se maame yakwa na ese ne body ne kra npo no pra ne sa na entia yensa keka ba nyina ne se yesi susu se maame ye bia wone ne boyfriend bi na koye anaso wone ne nafofo na koye na sabi emframa bi bo ne ho na ho ne ko hye nsuo no makwa wiase no wato nana no wonse dua sabe wahye se kutu se ba moda ho no na abusia entia ebubo obobo nyina ne se yesi de keka koye asabi obi ato nana wonse di obi di awuo na nso asansu asu die ho enti wachina day ya vast day die na ne wo ko we no wafi wani ahade yo na ne nkoko gira na vast day na uni wo boy na ko gira nsuo no ko twa efo yinu gira ha na wevu bia be twa nsuo no fo uni ma no obusa Castro sa wo ko no ama bia ma e babo nyom de ama pa enti we aya kokobo ka e de bana this year e wo ho bia ehu de ekoso bie no wo mo eda na di
e wase na yo se we be dan sunu ma e ba na ye to da me ya wase we dan sunu ma e ba na e ko na yim se bola ba che no ye ni e hware na o se bia na e ko no na enye bola enti ye sa efire bia ye to da na ye sa ba e pona no ye hwe na fu ana na dan sunu na e ba enti ye se ye hwe ama asoso na abo no abeda akoko nti ebeda akoko na yeso etwe no ebeda anu asa ye fe police force embla no mehwe okay eba ere so na eye oba a ohye bibi ayete say omo underwear bi skinny bi na brazier na wasambo ne ti mesh bi ba oba no ode ne mu ba ewo kurowe mu ma ye hu da enti say de ye bra kan ye no say ada say on free area because every year will actually free year cost libre but on free area ha senko free area ha nke beti say obi ayedebe obi ayela nti ye kanone ye de tudwa say obi bia ni nipa ayela anokwa kra so ko beach a on ma ye no on momodin say obeba because efunu no ewo police for asue ye and I yesre omo ochina Saturday ochina so ye vast day no bedwale amepacho emfa ensa enka wano enko nkudwale ena wu dwale nso a enko echiri bebre ena ye won krofo omo won pona no omo hwempo na no sensuo ni yiri ne ye ka
o ebebe ka bese mebu
moti asa
yesi di osu kodu buru kura na wesi moti adi na chuse na wa osu kodu koko akodu abre aha o the end of the praise I did go pon
yanto aso ene ya TS birthday nsemu ene na ye woso a
abahu word condom dey bi ha
eh no
ene ya ezom kwa say condom ya sebu
we ye wiase nyina tadua mu bo hada eye ene
tom tete condom
enti ebusua yakọ bono mantam nemu na bono mantam director ya wana da Ghana AIDS Commission ano Ora Ahmed Bambila Ibrahim wadi nipa enim anase wonmo ye adwuma enim ama International Condom Day ya eye nneno wonmo ahyemu kenapa nyasem ketwa na ne nyina no eneno anisuade hunu no na yese wonom be cheche taduamu boha no edi ama nkrofo we no brofo no say ahead of Valentine's Day ya eye ochena enti wujo condom no ene ya wabo anwasi
ye cha mo mo ne
aha na chena no
e de asi ha mo chena
what you say
siesie omo ho okay
so we go baby
siesie omo adwamamo ochena
me adwama ni script we ye local editing
ya babo ehuasie ochena de ebedi ejesa no mo
aduane ya twaso emsiafo na bono regional directorate no ya Ghana AIDS Commission sam na making wo ma che condoms mako empimudu 10,000 condoms and one more ache. And when you want more sign ache HIV test kits, and one says say test kits na aba. Wabu ono mwa wapeso kwa ya sabia kura na okwe HIV test ya day. Esansa ya ne hu ne niyama niti test kits na ba. Wunya bia ucho ode mo kura wankasa utimi test shasa uye positive anase uye negative. Enti ya ma condom ni ama test kits no. Wankasa kwhye se u HIV ni bia. Ni nyina no so ebemwo hu jina bre na mwo abrabo a ubebo efri sabre ya ekro enti hihye ya bono mantem omdi gu akwemo eno na bono mantem de ogina muma ye eyeni okante woni Ora Ahmed Bambila Ibrahim atwetwe nkomo en wose kwan ba ko betimi aboye ho ban de free HIV AIDS eho ene mprewanyi nsan ene namu nyarewa hodo bi hu no eno ene se taduamu boha no yedi ebedi dwuma enti wode se ose unikam kwadu no wuntimi mfa nto ba bi eda na sa wochina ne se opese osape ho a eno ane se condom no wudi bedi dwuma na abo ho ban ede efri yare bia ho yenti.
Indicator today is International Condom Day. Tomorrow is Valentine's Day. When you look at the 2 days, they are almost the same day because Valentine's Day, people attribute Valentine's Day to sex, especially the youth. They involve in unprotected sex. It's very risky. So we are appealing to everybody. There were preventive measures A, B, C, D, E. A, no children said total abstinence, but especially the youth, they don't want to hear that. Total abstinence, that will give you 100% sure that you will not get HIV. But say untimin adoptive first one, no. Total abstinence, no. Then you can use the B. B, no children said be faithful to your faithful partner. And also afisem, because sticking to one partner is now a problem. But say untimin adopt A, also untimin adopt B. C no dear, sraw dear adopt C no. C no C. Use condom correctly and consistently. Say share oban there who you see condom china who you see condom china will say oh I am a regular partner emboa. You haven't satisfied the requirement. You have to use it every time you meet a lady or a guy who is not your husband or wife. Use condom correctly and consistently. So that is the A, B, C. D, we have to desist from sharing sharp objects. You see the Zambarma people going around, you want to cut your fingernails. Just go and buy their tools and do it your own. Do it.
Yo, any na Ora Ahmed Bambila Ibrahim ena yekokoti eni na nsam no akire no wose HIV no edasoa eye yare bi etete wo mine pa na akwabro mantamu a wose won ma wo mo ewo HIV ni bi no figures no ekosoro wo de toto nsane ani a eye 2.22% ya chese wo soro eche national average eye 1.49% no.
Currently, as a country, still HIV, nipa dudo 334,000 living with HIV in Ghana. But when you narrow it down to Bono region, you have nipa 19,000 plus. Those who are on medication. 19,000 plus people living with HIV in Bono region. And when you look at the HIV prevalence in Ghana, the rate of spread, no, the whole Ghana, 16 administrative regions, no, Bono region, the HIV prevalence no, is the highest in Ghana, 2.22. The national one, no, 1.49, approximately 1.5. But Bono region, yeah, they are 2.22. Very, very higher than the national. Over Ghana as a country, so there were 262 districts. Bono region, when you group the districts, 5 top districts in Ghana with the highest HIV prevalence, there were Bono region, Doma East. Doma East normally leading in terms of HIV prevalence in Ghana, the districts. HIV prevalence is 5.36. So Doma East.
Ayeka. Ora Ahmed Bambila Ibrahim wano ena okwabono mantam a waya mantam no panyiripa ya woda Ghana AIDS Commission no ano ABC no zezo omfanya adwuma o
omodi nkunim
eh
mabunu ne mpese ombetie kura abstain kura do mompe kura
they say condom no use no umbeye eno kura so bi mpe
aisa so na ba se o se tofia rapper ho nya da so na ba
na condom ne kura yetibi de ho to so totally say condom ne de ma use de
awiesi atiti o radio so ebi ma kwotena ha ene me former station ne other radio station sister station si awo mo ka se o so be ba na say me share condom pa o o say o share kura say hote
pa ya na set
utim say hote ai say akoko hwede esu beti anwai o say anwai na me de tare o say me tare fofofofo kwa o tai kura hote egum
asebo hey
sabsio rade chaza ejoma na ya wuf
enya sabketu
na adise wa western north atamantam ana wa mo dia baba tudwa se no kurani unim se na ya this world condom day ana ya samte ni bopi ho no mo ne twetwe nkomo no so ya condom ne de chale eboa bo ho banfi ya ho ene sabi nyinsan ya on said that mo utrim posa obenyame no kra na mtia na me kokko bututu mi no na ukodi ye dai who told you to go there okko ped yen wo say on plan when on plan na dey hit plan terminator na wo mo say obutimi bo mo ba pa afri nyinsan ya won on plan ye ho na on plan ya ka okko ho ana fe so na mu yare wa hodo ebi so da bi she enye nisa wo she ena sabio ukwo shepe na se dwamamo na dukru trim obunsu kura akọ okope bi ato na so okokro se de obekanti ogina da store ho obi na baba brampa chato so hwewe answer no gina ho na sister saba na brampa chabet shen answer obe gina ho sa obi
na ko odun ko a me de waton
na buso ba na okoto oba kura de ade kadin pa sa onyonku be ma de na obetin aka
ana no so nsie wo ma hodo afa na be kire de ope so ntimi ka se membia so om se bi e papa chen bi
te bi da
ene si omu flavors nyina
really
strawberry wom banana wom
nyamotra no so se oya na no ho pampa na fa wo so na mo wani je bi ade ne mo
sa no omo chira sa
me ba just say no crowd of fatu asa wo ya na te falso
na asuna ba say wonya strawberry de na wo say no ya na said de ne
te na jinja wa na say power wa na
sa na omoka
ya ni ade share bi di nkomo yenti omo nsem ni bi
open da honam ka honam ena de akono ne ahode ne feelings ne eba
raw net nenso ahoban bonti they prefer condom raw there because condom there na me ade yo abanda there na kudira da this one very nice na me ya sai bu fu so aga say fa bibi ansa wo ada re kwa say wo didi asen
raw ne there cinema o jitu say raw ne there so because oba obo no ka na obe su condom there o ten to tro bi o dala no enye de Cheja unyane one side now. Ucha. Condoms uchu one side. I bet. So
now who did Tofia? Who be did Tofia na hunana? Say so unhano. No did you woman. I don't know what to them. Sanity.
Condom dia. Unya urodia ha utimia wi obanu na huna ya dia nti condom dia anya kwara
unya na run ya pa na asuna ba so opo bi odi be pie we dey don't worry na be born number na to dwa me pa chaw sa opa na fone de na pie ukọ nso odi ne ba wie na sa na de na ba na we amanfo na ye ne omo so tonton condom ne bi atwetwe nkomo na yenti omo nsem omo ekae
December no na ne ton na ye na be se fiti be Sunday and Monday by day duba mame 3 mame 4 market na ekoso kama pa nti enim se frɛ na ne kina mo de ye de wa ha kra de ni na betimi asa
ekoso ankasa se be fa be 5 bosses kra within months 5 boss we are soon baby 20 going to be a month na be 5 boss as compared to the FSM as the last year more and the last year more the next year I'm going to say
ma me ni so mutimi ba say we say first no monto adan Almost that packing maybe a good baby. I do sabra now. One
of the scripts can say a brilliant nimuno. As I yes occasions be bar. Also nipankasa when you burosua de naba don't wanna any penny na America. It's also Christmas season no and go for to condom pa. And ye do brilliant we net so be any abre ya steady yen adwuma e ko fam kakra. It Val's Day na sa akonyane condom neto.
Na se me ma no omo kwa preconceived na so omo bom trim po say di say
na nka de ye ka de ye de
because minim de ntia
condom ye fancy esi
de me emo wan no tie o e bia wo ge me ge ne de bia me no na da me fa condom na da na Val's Day nkwa de wakoto condom for
e bia na aba utrim obese sema kofa foforo ntia no onim nipa ne yie eti sa na de na de ne nte wo ne wo ho
mun ka se
ka se
kwa kuma anu ne ma abubu organizer asefo nko an ye yo ya semo na yani babia ni public health promotion officer Fensu Kreya ye HIV and AIDS coordinator Ora Samuel Ansa enso to di nkomo ye ntie ni semo no so kan
ne international condom day da etwesi wese bobodahu afa condom usage and faso dey won condom make say ebi say 2 me say condom 3 in 1 faso dey ye di kan say condom ya dey e emergency ema condom ho emema condom so dey ho nti faso dey wo so an say me wo ebi di ehia nim yare e wo mi mu nim wo so dey di se me hye condom a yare bi e wo me ho no ebeka me ho no fa mema wo so dey beka ho fa mema me dey just say condom ni adia say you use abra ye oba ne be ma edi ehia obi a mfa ne akombi how ema foforo ne to so mienu nyinsan a yenya ya adwese ye pie no ema nyinsan ma miensa ene obeti ema ni bi say 2 minutes man 3 minutes man condom no we obi na say 2 minutes man na use condom na ebe ma 2 minutes no betumi akwa aba 5 6 10 minutes Vaso dey won.
What's it say?
You say use condom no to me increase hours no. And now minute now use no. Do you 2 minutes a condom to me say we get them find out. Maybe some I me my own ada me find out pa. Me ba cha dey bra Facebook usu obi a me sra for beto o ma me. Na me say be we use condom da. I say we use here and say increase minute ne dey am. Na obi asabi o o yare so e dey say increase amano. Egua no na mu yare. Ite be dey increase amano.
Ti wa hu nsu ehunu na de aba. Ye guso ayeto akase bor so de ama Lawson 96.3 FM Lawson TV so ye free sansem no emu Ghana man panyin His Excellency John Dramani Mahama e de ato ebibire mo aman akandifo nyina anim se wono mo dwere foto ya wo mde bedi dwuma awodo ewo wo mo aman so a ya wono mo kai se foto ya ye bebodi ato wono me be mama ne mema wo manfo nyina wo mo yedie ya promote amana konka nyese bia emema de ekosora chenma ni nyina no ebe ye pepepe na wo bia betumi anya eso emfaso no yenhwe se ye betumi etusa anamono what sansem we nyina to dwa na eye high level breakfast meeting bia eno no na efe sikasamo foto obo wo ebibire mu aman awodo eso ekoso ewo Addis Ababa Ethiopia ehonum na Ghana man panyin de sansem nyina ekokoto dwa ene wo se yepesa ma mema wo mu yedie hu nsem hia yei na ejina brane eye pepepa obi de ensini wo bia yetumi di sa adwuma na no kra boa amempuntu hu nsem no etimi eko enkan enti wotu aman nyina afo a Ghana nsoso eka ho ebie enu achi wo se ama wodo na yewo emakuo awodo anase ema organizations bia wo mu promote ma yedie enne niema etisa se yentietie ama fa hodie wonsam so empepi no behwem na akade a wo mdidi sa adwuma no kra eya na ewo fom etu behu se etietie ama fa hodie so maya ema mpanifo ni nyina no yade wo se abiman yehwe ne ka ho asem yentie no.
I therefore invite you to join me in advancing a revitalized AU Champions agenda built on 5 pillars. 1, political leadership and advocacy. 2, resource mobilization. 3, policy coherence. 4, accountability and monitoring. And 5, partnership and collaboration. To my fellow heads of states and AU champion presidents, I issue 4 calls to action. The first is that by 2028, every member state should adopt gender-responsive budgeting with a defined minimum allocation for gender equality. The second is that let us commit to urgent ratification and implementation of the AU Convention on Ending Violence Against Women and Girls, supported by costed national action plans. And third, let us accelerate financial and economic inclusion to ensure women and our youth enjoy equal access to finance, assets, markets, decent work, and economic decision-making. And the fourth and final, let us convene a high-level stock-taking summit to publicly report on our progress, reinforce accountability, and celebrate our success stories.
Ni Ghana mampanyini His Excellency John Dramani Mahama.
Na yentu asam so emfa emawo. Meno kasai wapanyini baako a wono oba ye Ghana ban afa ne sei. Won hwe ensa se ho na afi wo mo ho ban emfa ma yen eyonuamfo Emmanuel Amakofibu a wapanyini e de ato edwa sei. Wo mu tu anamon bi on behwe se nukreni rubbers a yedidi dwuma ene ade plastic waste no ombetimi aye ne yie aboa na wo man se ne esi tutugu monten so ne ade ni na no ye pe kwampa bi so apɛ no poma sebre ye ntene nsɛm a wode tu dwane bi.
The minister together with the EPA is implementing an integrated approach of policy, regulatory and investment-driven interventions to protect Ghana's coastal and marine environment from plastic pollution while also regulating plastic production and promoting sustainable alternatives. The implementation of the National Plastic Management Policy is ensuring the enforcement of environmental standards governing plastic production, importation, use, and disposal. In aligning with global and regional policies for the management of plastics, the Ministry and EPA is enacting the Extended Producer Responsibility (EPR) legislation to ensure that producers and importers finance the collection, recovery, and environmentally sound management of plastic waste. Investment in programs such as the World Bank-funded WACA program, which is supporting coastal resilience, marine pollution control, and improved solid waste management in coastal municipalities. 2, the Pro Blue Trust Fund, component of WACA is specifically supporting marine litter and plastic pollution reduction, policy reform, institutional strengthening, and circular economy solutions linked to ocean health.
Any out here, your opinion, friend, Emmanuel Amakofibu, and this answer way at 2 Ija.
Ejadifo any one more warm shops, ewo Bokrom Junction, ewo Menshia North, abaton peswaso, and over there to just say, yes, here to warmo, na a bread yama one was almost a salmoniama, no woman you almost shops, and every one of woman just say, a brandy yet ya where be nt mwa womu, it yet have so amma, womo dia true, Kumasi Kropombe Januanim, as a woman strawamada, a brand on Quamuntre Mukakra, yes, here you almost 1 year the fuel station, ababi si one manas or baby CB honum. Woman chese, woman we are singina, any adjumana woman yeno. And tinka ye 2 woman dear, yama woman bra a muchi kakra. Woman at that TV no so a muchi protester, woman de kojabo woman tinu woman sano. Where the woman de at the dear to mayo, honorable Richard of everybody. Woman de tunanim, as Santamantemu swaf was say. A brand wamodiama woman, no modian camum chimukakra. Said ya bear wombet me ashisha before fro at the womo and yama kwakosie. Now one woman so edmedie ako and kind. Or Rob Benjamin a frifa, one on a da a dreadful for nano yintieno.
Ya babet nasa so in Finchia bibri. Ye giri se aha eye kwan. Nananum bokum a hene ene omo edia maya ya pine asasi a kia me for any kumu more. Yet asasi so best in Finchia a drunum near Diasa. Ye daso ete asasi so. Na yabi and shim antique tami anti jame. The Betiane say yes will be ato asasi. Yentu enfriso. Yentu friso ya tu ehon anamon akọ empanimfo anim ayemfo amoma di anim akọ kemi ene baby bia but nimpa wato asase no within ene eda ye kese ibosome ba akọ pepepe na ono ede amaye ya kemi fo aba betwere from January 15th up to February 15th na ko ho ye de ye petition ni adade nyina akọ kemi boss waje ede ato ba ye nti bibia de ne obeka kire ye ne se ankopon ya domo a wasiada ena eda ne so oba be gwirigwiri ha nyina na oba be bubu ha nyina container be se aduonu ene akire ene wo ha ya te se yentwen na yentimi enyi ene makakra ya ntehwe ti ya ne so oba be gwiri ha nyina enti yen ra aban ene nananom ene omo a empanifo a eka bia ewomu ewo kumasi ha ene asantemam ene Ghana baby bia se enipa yen yate ne din se wato eye benap wo se wo de ba be ye oil na wo hwe baby a ye kan ya se mokokohwe a eye just obi wo achi any 5 meters away from the it means ebi emma ewo universities ebi emma ewo baby bebre se container kura ba ko pe container ba ko pe kura wo su peja ehun asem no nya de a dafam
Benjamin Efirifa one na de adwadifo na no achi adwadifo ni bi nso ekasai na yentie wo mo
wad kokko bia na ye nibre ene de ntie awia ye gina ne se ya tra ha emfinhia mako 20 years ebru 20 kura sa na be kan ebru 20 na musimo ba be je ha de ha ye filling station ye ni ba bia ye ko enti amampanifo asofo ahinenom mo amoya ahina amoka bia ewomu omampanyini ye bunkotodwo ye jatwa say ye manketwa ewo school ebo secondary school ebo university say kwasie gina kwasie banko a onso mbedwiri ha nyina atwo agu wo mu dwiri kwa o mangana ye be da batan e ma so be doso o sem mun kabi maye Ghana mun kabi maye
amani atwe no de edoso pa because you chika ya ro for the bia se be ya yere ne ma en sabe ko ya no na enuam ne brother ne sisters nso mo so be sabe ko ma no na be bia ete ye ho kire ye esi omo de data abre so mu tue because he ne enkonko ye adwuma na ye ma ne enuam mo didi because mo amoa ya enye ye mpenfo ye srem ebi ya woni de ye nsada ye nsa ye srem pa mo meboa ye na mo nka bi ma ye because ye ho kire ye because we coastal ene ne ma ekoso ha e manfo na be sen fridge a wato be ne ka container no obo se no de
ya dwadifo ni binom ena wo mo so ekwohwe wo mu yi
Asantemantam ya school ba ko a wo mo kyerade ye pa no mo wodin eye Quality Steps Community School na wo mo anya mfihia parepare enum eno nti wo mo anniversary wo mo de dwumade be hyehye so pa wo mo kyerɛ sɛ wo mo de quiz ena hyehye so we no eye maths, science and general knowledge and wo mo de hyehye so na wo mo hyɛ asefi motofo mu kindergarten saa de ba lower de ba upper primary nya wo mo hwɛ enkrai enwumasua betimi akonkan yepa na headmistress of the school nano eyo owurayire Mariam McLean ya ne twetwe nkoma wo kyerɛ sɛ we ne boa wo msa nkura no susuade nanso no etimi mo confidence ne kosoro papa akra no ne mowura no wo gina na se wo ka bibia wo ko gina badwam na se wo kyerɛ bibia utimi sa akra no konfi no wo soro ankasa na wo de ade no ana fenso na boa na masabi mofra no komonten so a wo modi sua no wo mo ade pa enya wonwa se ene Asantemantam ha ye ka school so a emofra no wo mo ya ade pa eye Quality Steps Community School wo mo eka ho ebie na mami ade atodwa se ade abako e show mo kutu pam mo mutu sai na mo mpa we nyina no eye STEM education eye science, technology and engineering, mathematics sa food we ade bia hi o mo ye pa nti sa wo ba mo school mu a eno no munya ho abotre de nkura ne fam a nkura ne ba abonte a wo ma bene se metron report no ye ntensem a wo de tudwa ne bi
5 years ni yedin korani free kindergarten eko year 1 primary 1 primary 2 primary 3 primary 5 inti sameka say your primary session both lower primary and upper primary enu nti sa wohwe ma ya mofra no omunyini bebre omususa enso enedua yi ya expose omo to something big because this is a big platform. School no korani nyina pie ye ebe hwe ye na no kwasem ne se de metumi aka ne se it has really increased their confidence because we be gina dipanim na wayiyi nsem ano no enough from the speed of the questions no I can also say that it has really helped them in their critical thinking the way they were working out the maths you see with all the speed and so from today I know my children they have really increase in knowledge, increase in understanding, and also in wisdom. Quizy ebe boa mofra no amasa da chibia no omo ko mani mu a na so mo ko hia enso hwe bi etisa omo betumi afesi na omo bedi nkonimu nso. We are grooming
Mami ka se no sade atodwa se enam se nti no wo mu skumu a ene omo club mo mafo mo bebre na eba na language club ICT club afenso science club ni ade ne mathematics ni na se ne eba na mofla no wo mo ade nimu no wo betimi akonkan ye pa wo kire se Ghana Education Service nhye ye ne omo tete mapa no mo efamu na fe omo de Montessori de no so atato ene ti ne sa wo hwa mofra no masua no we no iron sharpen iron pa na ekoso ho enkra na ye ade pa na
Quality Steps, we believe so much in academics. But then apart from the academics, which is the curricula, we also strongly believe in the extra curricula. And with the extra curricula, we have come up with clubs. And we have the science club, the language club. And with the language club, we do English, we do French, and then we do Chinese as well. Ni vieux shama minta. Ni hao. Ni vo Marian. Yes, so we teach Chinese here at Quality Steps. We don't just cook, but we teach the kids the acts of cooking. We have the hairstyling, and we call that club Young Stylists and Barbers. That's how we call them. In fact, when you come
Asuraba we de nanka dis omani si Chinese wana nanka me so me kire maami se Madam Mariam se me Chinese me techen no eni ya no kire what you say me ni ha ni ho onte no anka we me kan me de no to asoma no we eye ensama owurayire Mariam McLean wono na wada Quality Steps Community School no wade etudwa
na mensni krache panyi yo wo atwema kwanguma mensa assembly no emo Grace Ajeman Asamoah Wadi enshaya wadi agu akwan mu besa abosome nwotwe entem wanie ne dwuma wadie ewo mensini mu titu no efa pomuden enwumasua ena afei so no ahonidie ne bambo ni nyina wonmo adannadia we ye presentation a wonmo aye ebra na wonmo epa atwema kwanwuma developmental project wonmo hyeda ye no ebuku ankasa ya wonmo ema wo bie hu na dwuma wonmo aye ewo twede na ensam a wode etu dwa no yenkonkotie bi mra.
First time my papa John Dramani Mahama bom din na me see fidua yi mu me hu se enema bi achia kakra e fade ho ya assembly block yi kura na kire se enkoye enti me fato me ho so 17th May na me di paint eba ifia ha enti Monday a me resume work no na ma sha ase painti assembly ha me buy my changes bebre na we have from my own coffers o share traditional council na wo ho na say area council na wo ho na eyi kire mo de na dan na ye no na ahomete be fato me ho so eto paint eko painti ti dwumadi a medi na kakra amabai na me pese mama mfo hunu se ya papa John Dramani Mahama de ode ema ye se ye mfa moa amansi se ya amansi ne beko nanim no ye ntena so ye beye na afei nso omo taxes nkakra omo tuatua no nso no ya mfa enya niam asabe ensem fata e wo se ye yusu na ye de bo amansi ho ebra wo hwe dwumadi a me ba ye se de me de niam etoto akwa mu a menim se amanfo mpo e wa akire hwe me eno na eka ho a me di ka nya abasobode na Monday ya nso masa enya bie de toso me yensa nso eba nti mesre me nuamo MMDC isi se obi amo ne homode na dwumadi a ye papa de ahye yensa no entumi enye ananom enso ye o mafam de ombetime de aboa me ebi
ti krache panyini yo wo atwema kwanwuma Grace Ajemana Samuel achi na nanom ayemfo ene mpanimfo a wonomo ekojimedie na se bie ebi nso kasai
me ba had mo obu akonta a kire bosome enwotwe aw mampanini yi no ba ye dia waye no me kura age mensem free se say na me ka kire se ensese ko hye dem mesere se PM nka ho ne mpanimfo nka ho nenka yenko ni nkron ebeboa makuro bia mu nipa ehunu enipa ene no pa ne adwuma ekoso we mensinim ha ye titifi a yenim se aban ne ba ya onye hwe yenim se DC ni na pamfo onye hwe nene wabie yani am ehunu dwuma di akase akoso we mensinim inde ya aseda nam de ma no se de no kan miura asafo Buachi Ajibabos.
MPP Amanyoko no kwato aba omo primaries mu kwayi opanyin obetu frank adiama omo sisi ade Dr. Mahmoud Baumia ana etu frank adiama MPP Amanyoko na woni NDC anya Amanyoko akani na no edibesi ani ewo 2028 abato no mu na ene dai ene obomoden a ekopie mu ewo Central National Mosque ewo nkran eja womo ekwakwada ase na de kasa mu no de ato edwa se wo hwe abato na MPP Amanyoko no etoma no na eda na de pefe se tribalism ne religious tolerance ne ade a amanfo bi trust kekase an ana MPP Amanyoko ne de sabi we not na ye ntoma ana sabi onye Christian ya ntoma ne ade ne nyina no we de na de pefe MPP for ntesa dabi MPP for ntesa ba ko sempo na wo se ahye ni nkran ye nso papa na o kire se emra campaign ni koso no kasa twetwe ne niam bi a sabi obi kekatia ne ade de ntia wanso so nyina ne se ojina teachings bi a wonya fi korura no mu eno nti na ojina so a ema nei sansem bi okekafa no nyina no wanso so kura na wode ato edwa se wo wogidie pa se MPP Amanyoko no wo mo ba keka mo nyama pa bom na o mbenya nkunimdie ankasa wona wanya gidie mapa e wo MPP Amanyoko no yentie ne nsama Dr. Mahmoud Baumia wo kan ye
I would like to also use this sacred moment to appeal respectfully, and firmly to the government of the day. Ghana has been through a lot. Our people are still under lots of pressure. This is not the time for retribution, intimidation, or settling of political scores. It is the time to lower the temperature, heal the nation, and govern in a way that reassures every Ghanaian that they are safe, respected, valued, regardless of how they voted. Ghana is bigger than any party. Our democracy must never be reduced to vengeance. There is work to be done, serious work, the kind of work that requires patience, listening, learning, and showing up even when the applause is absent. The kind of work that places country before comfort and duty before ego. I pledge my full commitment to this task, not alone, but together with you, together with every committed party member, every volunteer, every youth organizer, every women's leader, every elder who still believes that Ghana can be better than what we see today.
Wey and some Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, what they are to Ija.
One more enwene fugu ene womo so a womo eton one mo nkabo muku na womo de aseda kwa magana mampanyini His Excellency John Dramani Mahama sa wade hyehyɛ egu akwamu na wuku ada bia no eye National Fugu Day ama fugu no ne ton no ekonkan pa nti womo so afa ne womo banwene aton ne kese na emomo ma fransem chofo hyiemo e Tamale de womo ade sede atodwa se ba bia womo enwene eton wono mu fugu no Hono eye baby a emma wo muntimi nya ne dodo sade wo mo epe Tamale Central Market Business District we ho no mu di sa adwuma no nanso ka we de ombasra mampanyini se wo mo pe baby a ayes a smoke village ho no kopie mo ho no mu a wo mo a enwene wo mo etonko a na wo ho eno no beboa wo mo wo se wo betumi agina sa akwanya no so kra amantete wo mo epese sua na no atumi amafugu no ne ye no akwachiri na de oka wo mo Emma Wonmo, Ewon Samchofo Shiamu no ase Eye Ibrahim Abdul Fattah Inti.
We have realized that he has declared Wednesday as a Fugu Day, so we call it Bangma. So this Bangma Day is a day that we need to appreciate so much, give appreciation to the president. But we have realized that we are in the market and we are so congested in this market, and we are going to make an appeal to the government so that at least we would, if we have a place where we can call a smoke market or a smoke village, where we can we even have a training center where we can train children on how to do the smoke, so that it can meet the demand as he has exposed the smoke to the world, so that we can produce to feed the market that is going to come in the near future. Also, we are looking at the capital intensivity of the smoke industry, so that the government would look back into us and then maybe see how we can organize some capital items for the smoke industry, so that it can be able to produce to meet the demand of the industry, especially now that it is now an international something that people are interested in seeing how the smoke look like, so that we can meet that particular demand. Also, we need to appeal to the government so that he can give us an opportunity to see the outside world, so that we can have travel with our items to various countries, so that we can sell to them and then they would get to know the smoke better.
Oshani wano ena eyachirafo Emma Ghana Smoke Sellers and Weavers Association.
Me pa cha osofro ko heba center se me fanto anim so ye kurasefo nyina doctor ba ko pe anti pressure na wo so diabetes hepatitis B away. Sabre ya moko akohyehyehye tadua mu bo ha e de akoye neman no abusa se wankasa obema no sabi efunu da ho no ne ho oden ansa na sabi epagya ne mu susu ne ho oden ana wobu a efunu da ho no hu ana wudwa no tim say yes bula matalio ankasa na okura no commando bekum mesra obomaden antesa kwasofro ko ho beboa wo na wamiam ono nko an wotimi hu amanfo me ma bekọ na obi be masina no se poki wo hu an emu ayede no de boto na otimiam te kwen na emu ayeden radi ya go pa kurase for doctor sofro ku obeku obamu akokun obi mesra baba de kwa na so yesisi a wato ensa no wi no mutentan a obetimi aboa frɛ no e wo 0248 672-271 Kumasi Breman will be Pentecost Auditorium hona na premium jasmine rice and super premium jasmine rice will just so ayamo papa high quality and affordability we are safe na nyina obi agya tumpreko pe jambi soya bean oil no just so FDA USA Ghana agya tumpreko pe na yomi tomato paste ebema still na yomi abeye dankasa me patch of Freya was 0244-615117 and Mopafie and a Kofabae.
Yankwama wodroso ensemo emue French ni bi amane free natna eba no enyanika yase yakwakwo hu no ewo Chad etifi epwe FM ho no baabi na yase wayira o konstrahwe ene wakwakwa yira ewo Sahara Desert no eso na ho amane bo no aba ene ya enum nsam ne de etu edwai na owura ne yefra no Paul Ferrari na yesi yekoko hu no na chese we ye asoa wono hwa kwansra adwumade hu nsam so a wono ewo Chad ene de samane bo we wono de aba na yesi okọ omo tourist camp te se womo a ekwarehwe miami awodo omo camp a oya eho na womo ewo enti wo free camp hodom wono obi bese wuku adanim enti wuku adanim no wayira bese yini a afei na wono echese wom koko hu no na echese wowura no watoa nananom ewo ensiedo ya sesa sabno akwakwa ye huhu ni arehosam a womafrase eye emu ehwemu
na yankwa masirigai yesi sirigai na womo petrol team ati so mo efa nsuo so no aha nevifo no yesi amo kwa po wedanti ewiem aye bisibisi kusukusu ehwa na yesi womo botui dani butu ye ekwawi ase na ese bimu krafa ho ato na nan bo siedu eso mafa hifo mu hu omo asembe nkrani eni tisi ade asrafo na ni abre pa omo so ate omo ho agu nsuo no so a womo hwehwe na sabredi omo timi rescue nipa makomako omo timi age nipa makomako edu enkwa anom so makwa hu subonto no no makwa hu de na so enipa na akaba miensa de omo hu omo tisi omo ni abre se krodom asisi anom womo ebinam wiem ebinam nsuo no so miamia ba bia womo hwe ka no wei eyensama ade asi ewo Senegal asisi ade awon so abom nyanya ewo hono no abisia ye pejie mu ama asisi ano Kofi Jima Ankwan na woni ne team atoa so ene ye fiada onyame